What's cracking, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is absolutely on fire this week, and we've got the inside scoop on the stories that are dominating headlines and sparking major conversations. Get ready for some unmissable updates as we dive deep into the latest happenings across the sports world and beyond. We're talking high-stakes drama, unexpected comments, and predictions that could shape the future. You do not want to miss this one. Let's get into it. First up, we're heading to the US Open, where a heated on-court dispute is sending shockwaves through the tennis world. An intense verbal exchange between two top players has everyone talking, and the fallout is only just beginning. We've got the details on what was said, who's weighing in, and the potential implications of this fiery confrontation. Then, we shift gears to a different kind of spotlight, focusing on a major figure in the sport making some powerful statements. This athlete is addressing a controversial comment made during the recent on-court drama, offering a perspective that highlights significant social issues within the game. It's a candid take you need to hear. Next, we're looking at a performance that's raising eyebrows and sparking debate among fans and analysts alike. We'll break down the moments that led to the discussion and explore the reactions to this athlete's recent display. Was it a blip or a sign of something more? And finally, we're looking ahead to a crucial upcoming match that could define a player's tournament run. We've got the breakdown, the odds, and our expert prediction for this must-watch showdown. Stick around for all the insights. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. Tennis court firestorm ignites. The US Open has been ablaze with drama, not just from the electrifying matches, but from a fiery verbal altercation that has captured the attention of the sports world. Following American Taylor Townsend's decisive 7-5, 6-1 victory over the number 25 seed Jelena Ostapenko, a tense exchange unfolded near the court, escalating into a public dispute. Ostapenko, visibly upset, reportedly called Townsend classless and uneducated, comments that have since drawn widespread reaction and scrutiny. This incident has reverberated through the tennis community, prompting responses from prominent figures, including tennis superstar Naomi Osaka. Osaka, when asked about the exchange and the specific language used, offered a nuanced perspective that touches upon the complexities of race and respect within the sport. She emphasized the gravity of such remarks when directed at a black female athlete in a predominantly white sport. Osaka stated, "I think, obviously, this is one of the worst statements you could make to a black female tennis player in a predominantly white sport." She went on to defend Townsend, asserting, "I know Taylor and I know how hard she works and how smart she is, so she is far from ignorance or anything like that." Osaka further suggested that Ostapenko might not have fully understood the historical context or the potential impact of her words in America, noting, "I don't know whether she knows the history of this in America." She expressed a strong belief that this was a misstep Ostapenko would not repeat, calling the situation awful and really bad. Ostapenko, however, has defended her actions, framing the conflict not as a breach of sports ethics, but as a reaction to a perceived lack of sportsmanship from Townsend during their match. According to Ostapenko's social media posts, the core of her frustration stemmed from a moment in the second set where Townsend did not offer an apology after the ball clipped the net during a rally. Osaka, when queried on whether an apology is necessary in such situations, was more reserved, stating, "Honestly, I probably don't care about that question, and I definitely wouldn't have felt that it would affect me enough to make me angry." Adding another layer to the narrative, world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka revealed she had spoken with Ostapenko following the incident. Sabalenka described Ostapenko as a good person who can sometimes lose control, and that she was trying to help Ostapenko manage her emotions. "I was just trying to help her relieve the tension and find someone she could talk to and just let the situation go," Sabalenka commented. Following her doubles match on Thursday, Ostapenko was unavailable for comment, with the USDA citing medical reasons. The incident has ignited a broader conversation about player conduct, respect, and the underlying social dynamics at play within professional tennis. Stay tuned as we explore the wider implications of this tennis dispute and delve into another, athlete's powerful statements. Then, we'll analyze a recent performance that has the sports world buzzing. Osaka weighs in on tennis controversy. The tennis world is still buzzing from a recent on-court dispute at the US Open, and Naomi Osaka has added her influential voice to the conversation. The controversy, which saw Latvian player Jelena Ostapenko clash with American Taylor Townsend after their singles match, has been a major talking point, particularly concerning the language used by Ostapenko. While both Townsend and Ostapenko have publicly denied any racial undertones to their exchange, Osaka's comments have brought a significant social dimension into the discussion, labeling Ostapenko's remarks as one of the worst things to say to a black player. Osaka, speaking after her own second-round victory, directly addressed the situation, stating, "I mean, it's really difficult to say. I think obviously it's one of the worst things you can say to a black tennis player in a majority-white sport." This statement underscores the sensitivity surrounding racial dynamics in sports and highlights the potential impact of seemingly innocuous comments when viewed through a lens of historical context and identity. Osaka's perspective emphasizes the unique challenges faced by athletes of color in predominantly white environments. The incident itself reportedly stemmed from a net cord point during the match, where Ostapenko felt Townsend should have offered an apology. Townsend, however, maintained she was happy with how she handled the situation and denied interpreting it as racial abuse. Ostapenko, in a subsequent Instagram post, also refuted any racist intent behind her comments. Osaka, when asked about the necessity of apologies in such scenarios, offered a more personal take. "I think it's up to the person whether they apologize or not, but if it's really close, then I can see why they don't apologize." This suggests a nuanced understanding of on-court etiquette and personal discretion. Adding to the discourse, Osaka also commented on Ostapenko's history, noting that while she believes Ostapenko will learn from this experience and not repeat such a mistake, she also candidly admitted that this incident is not the craziest thing she has said. This observation hints at a pattern of behavior or outspokenness from Ostapenko that Osaka believes makes this particular comment, while serious, not entirely out of character for her. Meanwhile, Aryna Sabalenka, the current world number 1, confirmed she had spoken with Ostapenko after the dispute. Sabalenka described Ostapenko as a good person who can sometimes struggle with emotional control, and that she aimed to help Ostapenko process the situation. Ostapenko's absence from post-match interviews following her first-round doubles loss, attributed to medical reasons by the USDA, adds another layer of intrigue to the ongoing narrative surrounding the player. The public reaction has been varied, with many supporting Osaka's stance on the racial implications, while others defend Ostapenko's position on sportsmanship. The debate highlights the ongoing conversation about player conduct and the interpretation of on-court interactions in the high-pressure environment of a Grand Slam tournament. We're diving deeper into player reactions and controversies. Next, we'll examine a recent performance that's sparking significant discussion. And get ready for a crucial match preview with betting odds. Osaka's Montreal performance under scrutiny. Naomi Osaka's recent performance in Montreal has become a focal point for discussion and debate among tennis fans and analysts, particularly following her final loss to Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko. The nature of her behavior both during and after the match has drawn a range of reactions, with some critics questioning her conduct and composure on court. While the specifics of the implosion are not detailed in the provided snippets, the reference to Tennis Now TV suggests a significant display of emotion or a notable shift in demeanor that captured public attention. Such moments often spark conversations about the immense pressure professional athletes face, especially in high-stakes finals. The criticism, whether justified or not, points to a desire from fans to see consistent focus and resilience from top-tier players. The context of playing against a rising young talent like Victoria Mboko could also play a role in the narrative. Upsets and unexpected performances are common in tennis, and the emotional aftermath can be intense for both the victor and the vanquished. For Osaka, a player known for her powerful game and mental fortitude, any perceived lapse in composure can become a significant talking point. Fans often have high expectations for athletes of Osaka's caliber, and her responses to challenging situations, whether wins or losses, are closely watched. The debate surrounding her Montreal outing highlights the subjective nature of judging athlete behavior, where the line between passionate play and concerning conduct can be a fine one. It also speaks to the broader conversation about mental health and emotional regulation in professional sports, an area Osaka herself has been candid about in the past. This scrutiny is a common part of being a high-profile athlete, where every action and reaction is amplified. The discussion around her Montreal performance is likely to continue as she moves forward in her season, with many eager to see how she responds to this feedback and what her future matches reveal about her mental and emotional state on court. From player conduct to upcoming matchups, we've got you covered. Next, we preview a key U.S. Open clash. Get ready for our expert prediction and betting odds. U.S. Open Showdown, Kasatkina versus Osaka. As the U.S. Open progresses, all eyes are on the round of 32, where Naomi Osaka, currently ranked number 24, is set to face Kasatkina, the 18th seed. This matchup promises to be a pivotal moment in the tournament for both players, with significant implications for their aspirations in New York. The betting markets have weighed in, positioning Osaka as the favorite heading into this encounter. Odds from BetMGM Sportsbook indicate Osaka at -375, while Kasatkina is the underdog at +275. This translates to an implied probability of 78.9% for Kasatkina to win, according to the moneyline, which seems counterintuitive given Osaka is listed as the favorite. This discrepancy highlights how odds can sometimes be interpreted in different ways or reflect specific market sentiments. For clarity, when Osaka is the favorite at -375, it means bettors must wager $375 to win $100, implying a higher chance of her victory. Conversely, Kasatkina's +275 odds mean a $100 bet would yield a $275 profit if she wins. This match is particularly intriguing given Osaka's journey in the tournament and her current ranking. After facing various challenges, her performance against Kasatkina will be a key indicator of her form and potential to go deep in the Grand Slam. Kasatkina, as a seeded player, brings her own set of strengths and experience, making this a true test of skill and nerve. The preview also includes a standard disclaimer regarding the nature of sports betting, emphasizing responsible gambling and the inherent risks involved. It advises individuals to bet only what they can afford to lose and highlights that past performance is not a guarantee of future success. The information is presented for informational and entertainment purposes, with no guarantee of financial gain. This match is not just about the win-loss record. It's about the narrative, the momentum, and the mental battle that unfolds on court. For fans, it's an opportunity to witness two talented players compete at the highest level, with the added excitement of understanding the underlying statistics and probabilities that shape the competitive landscape. We've covered the biggest stories, from on-court disputes to key matchups. What's next? Stick around for our lightning round recap and full call to action. And that's a wrap on another packed episode of the Roger Report. We saw drama at the U.S. Open with Ostapenko and Townsend, heard Naomi Osaka's powerful take on the situation, analyzed Osaka's recent performance, and previewed a massive upcoming match. Don't miss out on any of the action. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, ring the notification bell, and drop a comment below telling us your biggest takeaway. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.